Hola. So this is going to be a reading for the collective, and it's the full moon in Aquarius. Mercury is finally direct. Praise be. We still got a lot of things going on astrologically, okay? But those big things right there, we have a solar eclipse coming up in September. So we're kind of like in a preparation period. So a lot of changes afoot, okay? Globally, collectively, personally, astrologically. Yeah. So let's see what messages Divine has for you. How can we be of assistance to you today on your journey? So, let's see. What did I say? Preparation for choices and decisions, taking action. So something that, you've been stuck. I see like a horseshoe. Okay, I don't know why that's significant. A horseshoe. You know what that's also giving? Whose sign is like Leo? It's kind of like that. I'm seeing like a horseshoe. Maybe a horse is important, or somebody could be year of the horse. So like exploratory, like freedom energy, free spirit, very bold, very like ambitious energy. So really going after something, really feeling maybe confident as well, but it's like after you finally make a decision on something. Because right now there feels like there's this loop, or, I don't know if it's a loop and it's like over and over, or kind of like how this is looping. So you have a decision that you're trying to figure out, that you're trying to make, which path, which direction. Okay, so maybe the best thing to do is not to do anything, just to focus on what feels good, just to focus on like what feels good in a healthy sense, right? Like not just something temporarily feels good and it's going to take you back if that's the case, but something that would feel good, in a helpful healing sense, right? Something that tends to maybe the inner child within, an inner wound, or a mother wound even. Maybe there's a decision that's needing to be made surrounding a child. Maybe someone's being childish. I feel like it could be all of the above. You could be this child, you could be like tending to your inner self. Maybe you're trying to figure out if there's a direction that you should go, if that's going to benefit you. But somewhere along this way, collective, in this journey, it's kind of like, what you need to do. Maybe you're also, dealing with someone who you're not understanding a decision that they're making. It could be a child. And, it can be hard to know that people around us in our lives and that come towards us mirror us in some way. And it can be hard to understand that, because it's like, what would I have about me that's like this person? But it's not always necessarily that. It could be that this person is holding up a mirror so you see yourself the way that you need to, the way that, there may be a situation that you need to see yourself, or, a way that you're being that you may need to see, or people pleasing, or not setting a boundary, or, it could be anything, right? But that's what it would be for you to see what it is that is being shown back to you. That's what people bring to our lives, So we have change here. Yeah, we have change and courage. All right, so this is about getting the courage to make these changes, okay? So if you're coming here with this reading and you're, you have someone on your mind and you're wanting to know what's going on or what's coming up next, or, what's going on with them, there's definitely going to be someone making a change. I'm hearing man in the mirror. I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. So they're gonna make it right, or you're gonna make it right. You're starting with the man in the mirror. That's the best way to make any type of change, right? Like, you can't change people. You can only change yourself. So this is you doing that change. And again, even with you doing this change, if there's someone in your vortex, in your energetic circle field, they are not going to be able to be around, without making a decision and making a change, because that's where your energy is at. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense, right? So there's like memories here. So there's a renewal. All right, there's a renewal that's coming towards you because you've released, you surrendered. All right, you're facing your ego during this time. Strong Leo energy. Could be water as well. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And maybe some air. But I definitely feel like creating new memories, letting memories from the past or letting memories of good time nostalgia fuel this change. Okay, letting it like fuel, like be the motivation, be the courage, be the push. So this could be you, this could be someone that you're dealing with. And this is giving strong child-parent energy dynamic. Or maybe it's someone, older, younger dynamic, or experienced, non-experienced, something like that. So we got the Six of Cups. Yeah, a soulmate, nostalgia, past life, past love, family, memories, not wanting to let something go, but it's because it's wanting to be transformed, it's wanting to be transmuted, it's wanting to be made purposeful, stable, grounded. So there's an offer here. Someone's making an offer to you. And that's the decision from this person from the past, or this past childlike thing, or this childhood thing. Some of you are making money from like something you did in your past, maybe something creative, or you've had this creative gift since childhood, or you've had something since childhood. You got the Five of Cups, the Two of Swords. So being afraid still to let go, to make this change, because there's resistance here. You or someone, whoever, there's resistance here, but you're not going to be able to resist it for long. You got the Fool with the Six of Swords. There's a new beginning, whether you like it or not. Because emotionally, you're tired of something that isn't giving, a fresh new take, that isn't giving reciprocal curiosity or, like straight up energy. There's this energy of kind of like confusion, and someone's cutting that out. There's been some sort of feelings or emotions that have been made certain here, or, it's been made clear. This is what I want. This is what I'm building. This is what I'm offering. This is what I know. I know you want this. It's kind of like that energy. So this is the universe telling you that, they know you want this, or someone that you're working with, a family or a lover, a friend, like something, there's this energy of partnership. But there could have been a separation or an ending or a breakup, or this disappointment from a lack of the decision being made. confusion as well, because we have the Two of Swords and then we have the decision. So it's like, what are you gonna do? Someone could have just decided to go ahead and act on this change because, you know, there's something new that's starting here. And I feel like you're going to go after, you're going to have faith, and you're just going to do it anyway, even if it does hurt, even if there is separation, or, you know, or someone's, you know, going to do this to you. They're going to just act on it. They're going to do it. They're going to change. They're going to leave a situation, walk away, you know, they're going to have the courage to make something different. So, anything else will be, what's the advice? The Justice. Too many cards. So the Justice. So I feel like the advice is definitely to allow the right thing to take place with that Justice card. You know, the Justice is about being fair, you know, being just, being equal, making sure that it's favorable on both sides. But it's also based off of what's right is right. Plain and simple. That's the only side. The only side is the just us side. Okay? So this could be a Libra. This could be a legal situation as well. So I feel like, you know, trust that Divine is saying it's going to go in the favor for you, but the favor of how it also should go. More than likely, you're probably the one who's going to be in favor of this, because that's just kind of usually how it always plays out for the curant, the person who's watching the reading or getting the reading done. But it doesn't mean that, you know, you're perfect and you may not be the one to cause some of this, right? But usually the people seeking the information are the ones that are receiving this energy, you know, receiving that fairness, that justice, right? Because you being connected to the divine, that's a tool. You trying to get assistance, clarity, guidance. So I feel like you're going to receive that here with this Justice. What's going to be the outcome? The King of Cups and the King of Wands. Wow, some of you have like two choices between people. That's what that path and decision is. Others of you, it's more so like the energies, you know, not allowing, like getting control over your emotions and your passion. Getting in control of your heart as well as your loins. Okay. Right. I never noticed he has like I don't know what this creature is on this King of Wands. I don't know if that's like a snake or like I don't know. I just know there's a lion, but there's this reptile like thing. I need to see if I can look it up in the book. But so somebody could be into like lizards. I'm also getting like shape shifting. So it's kind of like the outcome is trying to find this balance between two opposing energies, right? Like fire and water. You know, they're kind of like frenemies, so to speak, right? Because they what is it? They negative each other out. They cause each other to go, you know, extinct, basically. Fire cannot deal with water, and water is way too cool for school for the fire energy. So it's kind of like finding this balance, right? I mean, look, and you have the Justice here. So this could be like a big serious power struggle between you. Maybe this is also like two parents dealing with like a child, or, you know, it's this dynamic of like a triangle, right? So then there could be a third party. going to come out with this triangle? 8 of Cups. So there's going to be, someone's going to walk away. Is that collective? Is that you? 7 of Pentacles. Who does the walking? 5 of Wands. Well, it's basically whoever is on the outside. So if you're an outsider to a third party, you're going to be the one to move away. If there's a third party, you know, whatever this is to your situation, that is going to move away. Or walk, you know, however the universe is going to come in and sweep it up. It's something that you've been waiting on. So I feel like something that you've been waiting on, wanting to receive, you're getting justice for. Like, if there was some wrong that was done to you, it's going to get righted. So I feel like you're getting justice. You know, you're getting what's fair and what you've been wanting, collective, if that's, you know, the energy of where you're at with this. Getting healing, traveling, being able to move past the situation and start over, start new. There is like this newer energy with something. People could be like wanting to share your business as well, like to know what's going on, or maybe you write or talk about it or something. But it's like putting into action what you've been waiting for. Wow, very powerful reading here. So you got the courage, and you are definitely co-creating and healing and just elevating. I think, like I said, making a decision is what's going to help you be able to do this, but there's something that's going to come in and it's going to help you, because you're going to walk away from it. You're going to choose this bigger opportunity that's providing more, whether that's, you know, the universe giving you something, someone else giving you something, but whatever has been hesitant or stagnant, that's what you're moving away from. Okay. So, beautiful reading. I hope these messages helped. You could be seeing 88. You could be seeing 55. You could be seeing 66. I think if you are seeing those numbers specifically in synchronistic moments, or 22, that's to let you know you're on the right path. You're on the right path, and you could be choosing the person that makes you feel like the most stable with. So we'll see how, you know, only you can decide. But that's what I have for you. I hope those messages helped. And if they did, definitely like or subscribe. Until next time. Bye.